Long lines at polling places across Marion County. Here's a look at the line of voters at the city county building from our aviator drone. Due to an increased demand for early in-person voting, the Marion County Clerk's Office just expanded early voting hours at the city county building. So here are the new voting hours. Wednesday through Friday, voting will be from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And on Monday, November 2nd, early voting will take place between 8 a.m. and noon. Long lines and a lack of parking, two issues early voters have encountered in Marion County. The wait time to vote today is 2 hours or longer in some areas.
And that's just with a week to go before the election. There appears to be no sign of voters slowing down. ITMA's Richard Essex is on the far east side tonight at the Warren Township Government Center, where early voting has been brisk all day long. Richard.
Well, I've been able to get to 4 of the new satellite early voting centers that opened up over the weekend. You may recall the Marion County Clerk's Office opened up 5 early voting centers over the weekend. Now, I want you to take a look at the line over here at the Warren Township. When I got here about 2.5 hours ago, the line was over the corner of that parking lot. It has more than doubled in the past 2 hours. When I got here, the wait time was about 2.5 hours. Now it's exceeding 3 hours at this location.
The line of people to vote early at St. Luke's United Methodist Church on 86th Street snaked through the entire back parking lot of the church. Eugene Murph of Indianapolis arrived at 9 this morning, 2 hours before the doors opened, just to make sure he had a place in line.
The climate we're in, the climate that we're living in right now.
Murph believes the long lines are here to stay through Election Day. Casey Cloyd and his wife agree.
People are excited to vote for a variety of reasons, motivated by the candidates and motivated by just the need to do it.
My second stop was in Lawrence Township. The line just before noon wrapped around the entire building. While most people dressed in layers for the 45-degree Indiana weather, Jim Osborne opted for shorts today. He had been in line for almost 2 hours and still had 30 minutes to go before getting his chance to vote.
They want to make sure this world keeps running on the right track.
Parking wasn't much of an issue in Lawrence, but in Perry Township, parking was at a premium. The line of people extended across 2 parking lots before spilling out into the street. Myra Petrie joined the line at 1 in the afternoon. At the time, the wait was just over 3 hours.
You know, my ancestors fought for this right for us to come and vote right now in this very moment in time, and so I'm here. I'm going to vote.
Lewis Beam was second to last in line, and she told me the 3-hour wait was worth it.
And this election is a very, very important one for us, and I want to see our country go in the right direction.
My fourth stop of the afternoon was in Warren Township. The parking lot was packed and people were on top of each other trying to get in and out of the building. The line of voters is being watched by volunteers from Indy Vote Times.
And when I first got here, it was about 2:58. Now it's around about 2:26.
The doors open at the early voting center, the satellite voting centers at 11 in the morning, and they stay open until 7. If you are in line at 7, you can still vote. But I wanted to show you again this line out here in Warren Township. It has gone out to Post Road, and parking has been a real issue at this particular location. We have seen people parking in neighborhoods, out on Post Road, at an IMPD facility that's right next to it. So if you're looking for a place where it has decent parking and smaller lines, we have found that the city county building, which has expanded their hours, seems to have the fastest and the shortest wait times as of right now. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
All right, Richard, thank you very much. According to the Secretary of State's office, more than 1.1 million votes have been cast so far. More than 739,000 people have voted in person, and more than 425,000 mail-in ballots have been received at the clerk's office. According to the Secretary of State's office, more than 137,000 mail-in ballots are still outstanding. Now, those numbers show no signs of slowing down, especially for a particular group of voters.
New statistics show that a certain age group is making their voices heard this election at a rate that is much higher than usual. News 8's Sierra Hignite explains.
Statistics show that nationally, these long lines for early voting have more young faces in them than in previous elections. Many young voters casting their ballots for the first time. Here in Indianapolis, we spoke with young voters who say that their voices need to be heard more this year than ever. Social media and access to information about candidates and issues on the ballot is playing a huge role in their participation in the 2020 election. The pandemic is actually helping participation by people being on their computers more than usual with election information at their fingertips. Director of Political and Civic Engagement at IU, Lisa Marie Napoli, says that young voters' awareness of issues has skyrocketed in recent years. They're participating in protests and voicing their opinions.
And I think it has a lot to do with, race issues, just social issues in a variety of forms that students are wanting a voice about.
The Black Lives Matter movement really motivated me. Being half African American and seeing the issues going on with racism, I just feel like it's very big for us to change.
And definitely when freedoms are at stake, especially my own as a gay man, I think that does make a difference.
National campaigns at universities and on social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram that focused on getting people registered, then giving information about where to vote, has also influenced young voters. The Marion County Clerk's Office says that they do not keep track of how many voters in each age group have already cast their ballots. Reporting in Indianapolis, I'm Sierra Hignite, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Sarah, thank you. The second